Welcome back to Rookie 3D Prints, and in this video I will be changing out the drive wheels. So this piece right here in the ACE Pro, it is right here. I'm hoping I can add this in. This is already done, but I'm going to show how to remove this lid in case you want to. What you're going to do is grab an Allen head, put it right in here. There's a bolt, and it just kind of slides in and out. So you're just gonna push it and you can lift up. Be careful, it will shoot out. So what we're gonna have to start with is just removing all the case, or the inside from the case. What that is I'm gonna remove these two screws, these two screws, these two. There's one here, and then there's one under each one of here. So just pull this off, and you can see right there, there's one, and then the other one is on the other side. So I'm gonna get those all off and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got all the screws out. Pop that cover off. It's already popping out. As you can see from up over here, I did take those off. I know I'm wearing pajamas already, it's late. So I'm gonna grab right here and lift. You can grab an edge, like right there. Go from the other side as well and lift. You're gonna hear that pop, it doesn't matter. You didn't do anything bad. Okay. We're gonna flip this over, and we are gonna have to remove this one. So we're gonna unscrew these two bolts. There we go. And now you just need to find the other one. I'll be back when I find it. Okay, so I found that other bolt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this zip tie right here. Push these out of the way. It does look like you're going to have to remove this one clip and pop it off. It is right here. So you're gonna have to go in, and there's one. And I'll get that second one out. It is magnetic, but it keeps... There we go. Now we have to have the fun of getting that belt off. I'm going to take that off for now. Push it forward and it loosens up the belt pretty good. But it's not coming off, so I'm just going to come over and just start the other side. I'll come back to that. From here, we are going to take off, I'm just going to take off these two. There is some wax right there holding it, so try not to grab it by the wires. There's these two little lips that I try to grab onto, and just wiggle it out while lifting. There we go. I'm going to remove that one first. And I put it down on the ground. I did have a cover that was on this that I had removed already, because I usually don't run with it on there. From here, we're gonna have to remove these two, these two, these two, and these two. There's two. I'm going to assume that you're going to have to take these off as well, so I'm going to do that now. And this one wire going down, same thing, just grab one side, lift. There we go. Like I said, just be careful while taking it off. Gonna lift up, try to get it over. And then from there, we get these two screws out. Makes it a little bit easier moving this around. So now I can just come on over and pop it off. This is not going to be fun putting back on, I'm going to assume. Okay, now we can come back over and start taking this off again. Oh. This piece right here is going to have to come off too. As soon as I get this off, I'll show you. Okay, so right here, this piece. There we go. And this should just pop right on off. No, it does not. So we will take that off here in a little bit, I think. We're just gonna get this last one off so we can just pop it right on off. And there we go. And it's off. Now this piece right here, you're just gonna have to pry it off little by little. There's a bearing as well that comes with it, and you're gonna have to take the belt. There are 2 bearings to put on, one on each side. Okay, so I did screw it back in, so I'm just going to undo it a little bit, let you guys see. So it only screws in a little bit. When you're pulling this out, just be careful because the screw will fly out. Okay, so it is tapered as well as this, so it only goes on one way. Just need to figure out which way that is, push it on, push it all the way down until it stops. You can even check that the hole's there, and then just put it right back and just screw it down. There we go. From there we want to get the belt back on. And make sure the bearings are in place. From there, we're going to slide it right back into place and make sure all the bearings go on. There we go. A little bit more difficult putting it back in than taking it out. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, from here, after you get it in, you're gonna start putting these back on, the braces. And we're going to tighten them down just a bit. Almost there. Make sure all the bearings are in place before you put these in and tighten them down. From there, we're going to put this cap back on. And now I need to find the screw where I put it again. So I'll be right back. Okay, and when you find the screw finally, you just put it in and tighten it down. Okay, now make sure all these are tightened down. Okay, and now we're going to flip it back over. And now, like I said, the fun part, getting this belt back in. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's the hard part down. Now let's get this back into place. I'll let you guys watch me fight this belt. If there's an easier way, I just don't know how to do it yet. This is my very first time doing this one, so there we go. And now I just have to tighten it down over here. Let's grab these 4 again, and I'm going to start with the top front 2. And last one. This is probably, I would say, the trickiest part is this belt. Putting it on and then getting these screws in. But I made it look easy, I guess, this one time. Remember to pull this back to tighten that belt up before you tighten these screws all the way down. And there we go. Just gonna make sure that they're extra tightened, because I can see that that one is not. Okay, remember to put the clip this back in. Just gonna fold that over. Make sure that this clip goes back in. I've seen people not do it and the tube pops out. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put that there. Everything there looks good. We're gonna flip it over and start wiring all this back up. Oops. And don't do what I just did. I'm gonna start with these two. And then there's going to be two that go right here that are a bit smaller. There we go. From there, we're gonna just plug this one in first. There we go. I'm gonna get the second one put up over there. As soon as I find the two bolts once again that fell out, here's one. Get that in. And I'll be back once again when I find the second one. Okay, I found it. I'm putting it in. After that, we're gonna pop these two. You can kind of see that that one went that way. And then this one went this way. Far one went to the outside, the inside goes to the closest. Just remember, out, in, out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from there, we're gonna put it back in the case. I've had people wonder about this, so I'm just gonna let everyone watch. And if I have to fight, you're gonna all watch me fight. I'm just gonna look through, make sure there's not a lot of dust, as there isn't. Slide it in. Make sure everything's lined up. So from here, you have to make sure that it goes over this screw, that you get to this point. From here, I usually pull this out a little bit and push down. There are some little clip-like things in here where you're gonna have to push them over. Sometimes I have to lift up to do it. And sometimes I like to use a little bit of a tool, even though you probably should not do this. There's one. There's two. You can kind of see those clips that I was talking about that have to go over. From there, you just can kind of gently push it in, and what I do is pull the bottom out and it kind of slides in. It is all back in now. So from here, we're going to flip it all the way over. And we're going to do the bottom bolts first. So it's going to go one there, one there, just going to kind of feed that one in and do the same on this side. And you can kind of see that it's coming up now. Probably not the best way of doing it. Always make sure the screws are going in straight as possible. You don't want to strip anything up. There's one, two. There we go. Four. For this, remember all the screws go upwards so you don't see anything. Push it in there, and then you just have to kind of find where it slides in. From there you can just kind of push it, snaps into place. Put the screws in, tighten it down. After that, you just have these two. Push it on down. I do see that there was screws there at one time, maybe for a different one. I'm not gonna worry about it. If you have screws, hopefully you removed them. Tighten that down. And this one. Time for the data ports. And screw it on down. I took the lid off, as I'm gonna probably make another video on how to remove it and put it in the very beginning. So I put these in the wrong way for now, but when they go in, they are directional, so you can kind of see they're flat and then rounded. Flat side going up, rounded going down. And all you do is just kind of push on the first one. As it dropped out right there, and the spring is not in there as well, so I'll be right back. Make sure the spring, it's really springy and pops out really easy. So after that first one, you can just slide it in with your finger, hold it, and then just wait for it to catch on. I did put it in the wrong way, so make sure that you have it sticking out, because that's what was going on for me. There we go, all done. Once again, thank you for watching my videos. Please like, comment, subscribe. And once again, thank you again for watching Rookie 3D Prints.